I don't
I heard
know
people.
anybody though. I know like
Like
Fancy and
I
Future.
don't Future.
And I've seen Future live, to be
I
honest.
heard people like, it's you know how Toronto people are, man. They won't know how to act. It's gonna be like
Yeah,
definitely
I
shooting.
heard
Like,
I heard they separated the Toronto artists based on certain clicks. So
oh, did they?
hopefully,
Oh, I don't know. I'm just
apparently,
saying, like,
this is all what's his name? Things like that. Marlon. Marlon
I
was
just feel
doing
like
this
people don't know
podcast.
how to act, Drake's probably gonna be there, but probably what for future shot?
For who?
Future
Future?
shot? I don't even know who the last person is. Do you know who that is?
Who is it? Let's see.
I don't know.
Rolling
I don't think I know.
Loud Toronto. Toronto. I spelled it so wrong. Image.
And it's September 11th. Omen. That's an omen.
Never forget, Jay-Z came out with the Reasonable Doubt, man.
That's an omen.
Ew, Knobs.
Who is it? See, I don't know what's his name.
Your boy Nav.
Don't worry about my boy, yo.
No,
who's that top?
WizKid.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know either.
Am I too old, yo?
We're old. That's the thing.
Is there a Wiz the Kid? Is that the same guy?
I gotta see who this song is. WizKid Mood featuring Buju Banton.
Yo, I don't know. Where's Cardinal, yo? Give me some Classified and some Masadi, yo.
Yo, I don't want Masari. I'm sorry.
I think Belly's there for the first.
Masari, not sorry. Masari, not sorry.
Yeah, Masari, not sorry. That's the new album. It should be, yo. Yo, what did I say about Fast and Furious?
What'd you say?
That it would be called Fast X. And bro, it's called Fast X.
Wait, the next one's actually called Fast X.
It's called Fast X.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't even seen the last one.
I told
John Cena debut. I still need to go.
People said, I saw people like saying, "Yo, it was right there, like Fast 10, Fasten, like
Oh, Fast 10, Fast 10,
Fasten, like Fasten your seatbelts, dog.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Yo, that's what it was. They're like, yo, it's right there, yo.
I'll take that. Fasten your seatbelts.
Yo, fasten your seatbelts. Get ready for Fast X, dog.
If I don't see that on one poster, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna riot. Absolutely flip a TTC bus if they don't do that. Oh, absolutely.
All right.
I'm telling you, they have so many ways to go with this.
Are we getting this episode rolling?
Yeah, let's go.
Good, yeah.
Okay, we had two people pop in. They saw the Fast 10 and dip.
They saw, yeah.
Is this a Fast X podcast?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we got 4 Twitter viewers. Nice. Hi.
Welcome back to Below the Hardwood. I'm your host, Ryan Antonio Henry, sitting here with the homies, the team, the compadres, the cohorts, the amigos, the NWO, the Avengers, the Black BTS, the
Wonder Girls.
The familia.
YG family. We're staying in K-pop, right?
K-pop, yeah, K-pop. All right,
damn.
All right.
Bad Boy Records.
Bad Boy Records.
Let's move on to Death Row.
Speaking of okay.
Oh, dang.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We haven't been here for a minute, but we're here for the first round of the NBA playoffs. It's almost a wrap, and I need to ask, are you not entertained? Episode 62 of the Below the Hardwood, joined by Alan Shane Lewis.
Hi, I'm Alan Shane Lewis. I am on a podcast.
And Dexter Areola.
This beat just make me want to freestyle, if I could.
So
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. That's the start of the show. It's crazy right now. It's Game 6. Game 6s are live tonight. I think we have 3 games. I could be wrong, 2 or 3 games, but they're all big implications that we're going to talk to. But before we get on to the Game 6s, let's just talk about the first round overall. To start the show. So we saw a bunch of teams get blown the hell out in like 4 or 5 games over the last 2 weeks.
Just one team, 4 games.
Let's start with the Bulls and Bucks. The Bucks dispatch the Bulls in 5, which I don't think really anyone saw as a surprise. I think with the Bulls, kind of showing the first two games where they didn't just just take it, and they actually showed a little bit of fight, showed a little bit of, oh, maybe they could actually do something here, but then they just got massacred in the last three. So do we really have anything here to talk realistically about the Bulls and Bucks? Like,
I'm just gonna say, run the tape back where I said Chicago was a first round exit. Run that tape back. I said this. I said it. Run it back.
Tomato.
Run it back. It doesn't look good. Lonzo is out. Obviously, Zach LaVine's out. Apparently, he was playing with a bad knee. I don't even know if he played.
Protocols at the end, yeah.
But yeah, apparently his knee is very bad. The future does not look bright. I'm sorry. Vucevic, his contract's almost up. I think he has 1 year on it. But what do you do with that? Like, it shows that like he wasn't like available. Like, he's not. They need someone else. I see Gobert on that team. I don't know.
I think Gobert
could be on like so many teams, man. To be honest, he's a great player. Like, people, we shit on him all the time on this podcast, but man, defensive player of the year like 40 times, and I don't know. It's mostly me, probably. But
run the tape.
Run it back. You go check the tape. Run it back.
Honestly, yeah, we'll get to Gobert around the end probably, but I just want to say, as a part of NBA Twitter and just seeing, I'm sorry, the one thing that kind of ticks me off about Raptor fans is that they kind of bash DeMar all season, or come in anytime he fails or anytime he's not doing good and just, that's playoff DeMar, that's Raptor DeMar. I'm tired of that narrative. I want that narrative gone. DeMar DeRozan is that dude. It's just that it just didn't work with the Raptors. Is he a number one option to lead you to a championship? I'd say probably not. But can he be a big piece on the championship team? Yes. Oh, yeah. I think this year proved that. Like, what he was doing was unreal. And for a moment, did you ever believe that you'd see DeMar DeRozan for like half a season as an MVP candidate? No.
It was great.
No.
It was beautiful.
So, like, I think he had a great year. It sucks that they had to go out like that, but like, realistically, it's Giannis. The man's a freak. He's a monster. That's literally his nickname. So I'm not really shocked that this happened. Did DeMar have the greatest performances? Probably not, but he did have I think he had a 41 piece. So yeah. I'll take that. I'll live with that. And yeah, there is
without Chris Middleton. Wow. Wow.
Hater.
Such a centerpiece. Chris Middleton, centerpiece.
Dexter, are you being sincere? I can't tell.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I think what we all expected to happen happened. I'm happy for the Bulls and the season they had. I think you can't look at that season and tell me that that's not a success. I don't think you can, just because you got a first round exit to the defending champions, and you got one game, like just like in the movie 300, it's like all I had to do was show that God can bleed, and they got one of those. So they're not going out like some punks, like, in the Eastern Conference that we want to talk about later. But they got a game. They did very well, and I think they overachieved with this season. And anything that past, like they weren't supposed to be here. So any success that they have going postseason was gravy on top of whatever the delicious meal of the season already was. So I'm happy for the Bulls. And the Bucks, that's tough. You beat this team, but at what cost? You lose Chris Middleton going into a series where you're going to need Chris Middleton. You're going to need that secondary scoring. And that's going to be very interesting to watch. And I look forward to seeing that series.
Yeah. Got reported today Middleton is going to be gone for all of next round. So that's going to be interesting because, the Bulls had almost 2 games on them. So they're going into just a harder matchup with the freaking Boston Celtics. So like Celtics and Bucks that's going to be a bloodbath. Like, that's defense.
Too many bees.
Yeah. Like, I'm excited for that. Actually might be the best Eastern Conference like matchup. Giannis versus Tatum. Like, we're gonna talk about
it's gonna be Raps against Lowry. Raps and Lowry. That's the narrative.
That's the narrative. We're gonna talk about that later, but let's move on. The other one that kind of just went and gone. Hawks and Heat extinguish. They melt Trae Young in about 5 games. My my feelings towards this is I actually like Trae Young. You can probably roll the tape back. I've gone back and forth with Dexter about Trae Young and the Hawks for years. But recently, this is like the most I've been active on NBA Twitter in like my life, I guess. And there's a one specific fan base on NBA Twitter I can't stand more than anything. And it's made me a Hawks hater, even though I don't want to be a Hawks hater. I want to cheer on Trae Young. I love Trae Young. That dude is that guy. But man, they make it hard for me to cheer for this guy. But the Heat absolutely put the locks on Trae Young. He never had one good game in this series. And it's just the way they were covering him. It's like the switching. Like, it didn't matter who he saw. Somebody was just able to lock him down. Credit to PJ Tucker, the guy who was on him, I think, for predominantly the most part of it. He just had no offense. And like the breakdowns of what the Heat were able to do, they're like keeping him like 35, 40 feet out near the half court line just so he couldn't get the ball in where he needs to get the ball. So it's like the game plan that Coach Spo put together to shut this guy down, brilliant, absolutely worked. And then you look at the other guys on the Hawks, they didn't really show up. It's like Gallinari, okay. Bogey had some good games. Bogey came.
He was injured, I think.
Yeah, but like consistency, like they just didn't have it. So, Alan, what did you see Hawks and Heat?
I just saw a team with an actual message and cohesiveness of playing, go out there and execute the game plan from game one. And of all the games, the biggest separation I found were this series. It was always the Heat slapped them in the mouth real early, locked down exactly who they need to lock down, and then the Hawks would, chip away and slowly get into it. But like right out the gate, you saw there was intention with everything that the Heat did, and it didn't even matter if Kyle Lowry was on the court or Jimmy Butler was on the court. The team knew what they had to do, and they came out and they executed, and they slapped them in 5, and that's what it came down to. And people are gonna like shit on Trae Young for this series. He got locked down by a superior defensive team. See what happens when you don't do that to him? Then you have the Cavaliers. See how there's not a lot of good defensive players on the Cavaliers? No, I'm joking. It's okay. Rookie year is over. It's okay. Evan Mobley, all his praise. Evan Mobley's very good at basketball.
Oh my God.
But old habits. But you see what happens, the difference between the Cavaliers and the Heat. And the Heat actually had a game plan on defense. And they executed it, and they held that boy down. And guess what? No one else really stepped up. And that's what happens when you have a team that's led specifically by one person in the offense, through the offense by scoring and assists. You take care of everything from just neutralizing one player. And they did it.
And no cap.
This just made me see that we need more Filipino coaches. Eric Spoelstra is the most underrated coach. We need some more Filipino flavor out there. Man, he used his whole bench. It just shows me how deep Miami is. Oladipo, he had a throwback game. That was a great game for him. And it was kind of good Lowry and Butler were out because that gave him minutes. And then they have Vincent. They have Strauss, whatever. Man, like
Max Strus.
Yeah. Yo, like they're a deep team, man. And if someone isn't doing well, someone else will pick up the slack. And I like how this team works, man. Like Heat culture. I hate it and I love it sometimes.
Man, like it's so like story-ish right now. And like I was kind of fearing when you guys remember I think it was like a month ago, they had the blow up where Spo,
Jimmy Butler,
everybody was fighting.
Haslam.
Man, they're gonna ride this story out into the playoffs. And if they win, but yeah, that fight, you're gonna see the documentaries. That fight really changed everything, man. That fight put us in the championship round. We really needed to air this out. Like you're gonna hear all of that. Guaranteed.
I hate to say this, but we'll never hear that because the Boston Celtics are gonna come out of the East.
Are we segueing? Are we segueing? Hold on. Were we ready for that segue? This man's typing here.
I thought Dexter was ridiculous with some hate, but like Alan's change. Oh, okay.
I was rocking.
Hold on. We're certified lover boy here.
Lover
hey.
I'm a hater boy.
Certified lover boy. All right, give him some love. Or wait. Do you want to hate Nets first, or you want to give Celtics some love?
Man, you asked me to hate the Nets, I'll do it. Don't ask me twice. I told you so. I fucking told you so. Get your goddamn vaccine, you dumbass. You lost your fucking team the damn playoffs by going in there with the fucking 7th seed, and you get fucking swept on national TV. If you just had some cohesiveness and didn't think Kyrie above the team, you would be in this fucking mess. Maybe James Harden might have been there too, and you guys might have won another game or some shit like that. But you know what? It just feels fucking good to be right. Ooh. Woo.
But at what cost? At what cost?
Yeah,
Who won the series? Who won the series? At what cost?
Principles. He lived on his principles. I don't see principles on Wikipedia. Principle doesn't show up on your career highlights. Principle doesn't go in the Raptors. Shut the fuck up. Be a team player. Get the fucking vaccine. You wouldn't be in this fucking mess. Thank you.
Okay.
But also, Kyrie, appreciate every positive thing that you do. But also, oh, felt good. Also, is Katie that dude now? Is Katie that dude?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yo, save that conversation. Save that conversation.
LeBron wouldn't get bounced out in the first round. Just remember.
Yeah, he didn't make the playoffs.
Don't worry. Yo, the Eastern Conference is easy.
He didn't make the playoffs.
Eastern Conference is easy. Now Western Conference, where is that?
He didn't make the playoffs. Man, once Lakers fell out, yo, that was it. That was my season's done. So my Nets Lakers preview that's held off till 2022. Or
Keep
2023.
Keep holding there. Hold on to that.
Listen, KD took a lot of shit, and some of it is deserved. But like, I don't put it on KD. Like, what NBA Twitter and certain KD haters are doing is they're actually saying that he's shit. And I'm like, you guys are actually ridiculous. KD's not shit. The Celtics defense is just mad elite. They're mad elite. They're mad elite, but there are ways to break it. There are ways to break it. Did KD go through all of those things? No. He sat passively for a lot of time, putting up like 16 shot games. Nigga, get 30. Go for 30. What are you doing? Get out there. Take it over like he did against the Bucks last year. Like him and Steph Curry, and I don't know why no one wants to talk about this. They have this thing where they just kind of sit back and let somebody else clean their butt for them and take care of them because they ain't doing it. They step back and they don't get the same scrutiny as LeBron James.
Listen, I need to stop this KD slander right now. Hold on. Let me stop this KD slander. Let me stop this right now. Okay, listen. KD,
I love KD.
He came off an Achilles injury, dog. He came off an Achilles injury. Listen, and he made it to the second round last year. Yeah. And then he played for Team USA. And then he had a shortened season. Like,
maybe he shouldn't have done one of those
things. To this season playing with half of a Harden, half of a Kyrie, and he's playing all the way up to here. Come on, man. You have to play an extra game for a playing game.
James took George Hill.
He took an extra playing game? Oh my God. Can't be hate. Kyrie's tired.
And who did he go through? He went through the Boston.
Kyrie is tired. KD is tired.
LeBron went right through that team. Took them all.
KD is tired. He had short seasons.
To quote the great philosopher Nicki Minaj, all these niggas is my sons. All right, that's LeBron through the whole Eastern Conference.
But what did I say about my boy, Jason Tatum? I've said this.
Thank you for the segue.
Bro, I've said this. Do you see that armband? Do you see that left armband? The product of Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant is Jason Tatum. He is officially top five.
Alan, the question is it time to call him a superstar now? You know he's getting on that All NBA first team.
What's a superstar then? Kyrie's superstar. He's a superstar. Fine, sure. They're all the superstars.
Honestly, my superstar. He's not.
We're the certified hater boy.
I don't have Kyrie.
He's not here yet. He's here. Don't get me wrong. He's not here.
What puts him up there?
Damian Lillard. He's Damian Lillard.
He's about to get All NBA first team.
Yeah, fine, sure.
That's a superstar list.
I don't believe it. There's a lot of centers that should be on there before him. He's like 6th, 7th best player, maybe 10th best player in this league. So we'll talk about that.
Hold on. Did you not say they're going to the finals?
They might. That's a very good team. Defensive team.
Who's it led by?
Jaime Udoka.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Udoka.
He
That's
did what
who
Brad
led by.
said do. He did what Brad said was going to do.
That's the real leader.
Marcus
Smart, DPOY, fraudulent award.
Whoa, save that. Actually, no, let's talk about it right now.
Let's talk about it. Mikal Bridges.
That's fraudulent. That's fraudulent.
Well, listen, he got the Doris Burke.
What are you talking about right now?
He got the Doris Burke endorsement.
Nah, Mikal Bridges, I agree with Alan. He played all 82 games and he was there. He was first place. They have the best record. Miles Bridges Mikal Bridges, man. He should have won.
I think you could have won this. I want to pull up the tape because I remember where you're like, who's the best defender in the league? And I was like, OG and Mikal Bridges. And y'all laughed at me.
I laughed at OG.
You like OG? Okay.
I came around for Mikal. I came around for
because I remember. I was like,
who is the number one defensive team in the league, though?
Numbers wise, but come on.
So you have to.
You know, it's Jason Tatum in there too.
It's what Doris Burke said. I'm going to give it to the best wing defender on the best defensive team.
Smart ain't a wing. Stop.
Sorry, not wing, but like perimeter defender on the best defensive team. That's what she said. And it's like, it makes sense. This guy literally sacrifices his body every game, goes through screens.
He sacrifices other bodies too. Didn't he snap someone's knee? Didn't he do this?
Well, whose knee is he? Whose knee did he snap?
I swear he was going for knees, yo. I think it was Steph Curry. I think he's the one that injured Steph Curry.
I don't know, but I don't hate it.
I don't play that dirty.
I think you can
shout out Mikal Bridges.
But yeah, Celtics sweep the hell out of the Nets. Obviously, Kyrie didn't show. KD didn't show until the last game. Just real quick though, who do you guys blame the most? Everyone's finger pointing right now. Who on the Nets team do you blame the most? And everyone's open. Front office, head coach, players. Who gets most of the? Okay, you need to fix yourself for this team to work.
It's the blame goes a lot of different ways. It goes to front office.
Pick one.
I can't pick one.
This.
It's Kyrie. It's a little Kyrie. It's a little front office. It's a little Steve Nash. It's three of them.
I don't think it's possible to pick one key individual like you pick one. Lakers. I think you're right. It's like 5% here, 5% here.
It's no more than 5%.
I
30.
I am playing 33. This game. I love this guy, but it's KD's fault.
Why?
KD wanted. Listen, he wanted. Take over.
Dexter.
Take over when you're supposed to take over. You're a superstar. You're the one that wanted to team up with Kyrie, and you knew what Kyrie is doing. You knew this. You told Sean Marks you want to be part of the Harden bring in Harden. You know this. And then Ben Simmons, you're living with this. You're living with this Ben Simmons situation. You're taking it. I blame KD. I don't blame Steve Nash at all because these are the chips he was given. These are the cards he was given.
You got to know when to fold them. You better know when to hold them. You didn't know when to do any of that stuff.
So if I'm Sean Marks and if I'm Steve Nash, I'm going to be like, this is the team you gave me, KD. We're switching it up this year because it did not work.
There doesn't seem to be a conversation, the same conversation that LeBron and Wade had at the beginning of the second year when they brought it back. There doesn't seem that
there was when Harden showed up. He's Harden, you're gonna have the ball. Kyrie is gonna do it, and then KD's gonna be the guy.
If only they could play more games with each other, but it's impossible, right? There's no other way for them to find that cohesion.
They played.
Anyways,
and wasn't it KD and Kyrie saying, we don't need a coach. We don't need a coach.
Yeah.
You need a coach. You need a coach now.
Sometimes I look over there and that motherfucker can make the shot too. Guess what? You didn't make those shots.
Well, I'm surprised nobody's cut that video up now. I'm surprised nobody's cut that video up yet. But realistically, they're right. With those kind of guys, you really don't. But they played 2 games as a trio. 2. So I put blame on Harden, and he's not even on the team anymore. It's why did you leave that quick? You should have let it ride. If he just waited a couple weeks.
His team won 3 games. I think he made the proper decision.
Kyrie was back after 3 or 4 weeks after that trade. So it's
I don't think it was just that. I think it had to have been just playing with Kyrie and just not wanting to be around whatever was going on at the time.
I get that. But my question now is, who won that trade? Like, do we even have a winner? Like, the Sixers we're going to talk about that, but
TBD.
No, we can actually move on to it right now. Yeah. Raptors,
Hey.
the last of the Eastern Conference matchup that is playing tonight. Game 6 is tonight. The vibes right now are live in the NBA. Got a nice set of games. It's April 28th. So hopefully by the time you're hearing this, it's pre-game time, right after game time. But yeah, let's talk about it. Can the Raptors complete the greatest comeback in NBA history, coming down from 3-0, which nobody has ever done?
Listen, as long as Doc Rivers is coaching that team, anything is possible.
Bruh, Doc Rivers. Okay, listen. I was on Sirius Radio with Rick Kamla and Antonio Daniels talking about Doc Rivers, and I said Doc Rivers is the most overrated coach.
Is this true?
This is 100% true. And they told me that he's won a championship. He's has 1,000 wins. Listen.
When was this?
Listen, today. This is today. Yo, this is breaking news. I'm telling you guys. But listen, they told me that, like, I didn't know what I was talking about. And listen, I know what I'm talking about. Everyone's resting on the laurels of, he won a championship. Even these guys said that. And he's like, only like 10 coaches won a championship. So what? He's been past the second round. I'm like, so what? How long ago was this? That one championship, he just surprised people. He literally surprised people with a big
He had a really good team.
And man, I always bring up, listen, Chris Paul, his best player, went to the finals the next year. The other team, led by Ty Lue, went to the West Finals. He never made it past the second round with that Clippers team. Like, it's insane. So Raptors can definitely come back 3-0.
Yeah.
And that was 3-2. It's not even 3-0.
Yeah. Just a PSA too. If you're buying tickets to go to a Raptor game, I went to game 3 and 4. If you go to a fucking playoff game, make some goddamn noise if you have the ability to. I am so fucking pissed off. Get the fucking people from the Jurassic Park.
Go to a Blue Jays game. Stadium. Go to a Blue Jays game.
I could not imagine how fancy little punks just out there just why are you yelling defense? Because the damn team needs to hear me yell defense. I lost my voice yelling defense. And these people are just sitting there not doing nothing, taking pictures of the shirt. And I'm like, yo, just make some damn noise, man. Cheer for the damn team. This is playoff basketball. It's not regular season. You want to make this a little party time? That's the other time. That's before May. Now when it's May, April, I'm going to need you to show up and make some damn noise. I'm so sorry.
Make some noise, Raptor fans. Get up. Don't be the Miami Heat fans, please. Please. And
or Sixers fan leaving early.
Leaving early?
Yeah,
who knows when a Tracy McGrady moment can happen, man?
Anytime.
Any moment.
Ray Allen moment. Yeah.
I hope they don't let you back in the arena. I hope they go, absolutely not. Also, forever. You're not allowed back in here no more.
That's why I love the Heat arena. They close the doors. Everyone's like, Chris Bosh, Durant hits a 3. Let me back in. The video of people trying to get back in is the
remember the Raptor one? Yo, when Kyle Lowry hit that half-court shot?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Raptor fans, man. They was leaving. Come on.
Don't leave
the
better. Game. That's like if you go to a play and you're like, man, I'm going to leave this play. 15 minutes left. Stay for the whole play. I don't care.
I don't know. Morbius, yo. I have to leave. No,
yeah, if it's Morbius. It's Morbius. Yeah, you got to leave.
Yeah, but Morbius.
Especially if you pay that money, too. I'm not leaving.
Yeah, yo.
$1,000. I ain't leaving. You kidding? You have to kick me out of that damn arena.
To get into the arena right now. So it's your minimum paying $600. That's nuts. I'm not leaving.
Hey, yo, is it just to beat traffic? Is that what it is? Yo, who cares?
You're not gonna beat traffic. It's over. Just take the streetcar or whatever. In
that arena, you're not gonna beat traffic. It's
no.
No.
Raps and
right. Yeah, I will say this. Scottie Barnes has been amazing. You can really feel his impact. We missed him the game 2 and 3, and the Raptors are doing this all through injuries. all through injuries, and we're having different people step up and be superstars for sometimes a quarter, sometimes half a quarter, and it's amazing. Precious had an amazing kind of series against that. I love the way they're defending Joel Embiid, even though sometimes you're giving away those open threes to Tobias Harris and Danny Green and whatnot. But you know what? James Harden, once again, to quote Jalen Rose, you can't be putting up tour date numbers. You can't be doing that. If you actually want to see, succeed, you can't be putting out 4-16, 4-20. Like, you got to actually be out there and, help your team out. And can we play ethical basketball? Can we play ethical? Like, I'm tired of all these like terrible fouls, man. It's so obvious.
I'm hating it.
So obvious.
I can't watch it, man.
Ethical
basketball. I started a refs you suck chant in game 4. Felt amazing. Felt so good. I was like, no, I'm gonna keep yelling it. And I just kept going, and then people started picking up the guy beside me, and it was like, all right, let's fucking go.
So, the reason why I think the Raptors are going to do this is there's just a lot of factors. To be honest, we have been playing better without Fred. I don't think Fred actually played the series because his injury, he was limited and we couldn't get the best of him. And like when he was playing, he was just kind of doing his thing where he jacks up those threes and it's just like nothing's hitting. So when he kind of left, it was better because you have everyone healthy. It's like, I'm not taking shots at Fred. I love Fred. Fred VanVleet is the leader of that team. But when you're limpy, gimpy, and injured, like you just got to sit. So
he lost us that game when he went to the key.
Yeah,
no, I'm kidding.
He did. But like, it is what it is, right? Like,
that was nurse. He was
never healthy. He should have just sat. So I'm like, when he left, everything just got better. Plus, I don't want to hear excuses about Joel's thumb. We missed Scottie for 2 games. Fred was injured. So if they come back and say something about his thumb, I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. You have a full team. You have James Harden. You have Tyrese Maxey, who's like, to be honest, like that kid's a star. Like
he's a real deal. Him and Bones Highland, sneaky like.
Yo, Bones. I'm messing with Bones.
I like Bones. Every team needs a Bones Highland.
They're just hungry. No fear. Absolutely no fear in there.
Bones and Maxey. They're the same person, right?
Have you seen them?
Have you seen them play against each other?
One's always on the bench. One's always on the bench, and one's on the court.
But yeah, what we need is I will take some shots at Pascal because, listen, at the end of the day, he's great. He's good. I just like if you're making that money though, this is where you need to make your shots. That's my only thing with him. Like if you're in the playoffs in tight, like. Your career's on the line, your team is on the line, and you can't hit shots in the fourth like that. I'm like, okay, like this is where you need to earn the paycheck.
He's shown in a couple games where he can't hit that shot. He can't instigate an offense and do what he's got to do.
Yeah, like you see Joel's hitting that miracle 3 to get in. Like that's what we need.
Yo, that hurt.
That hurt. And this man was ready to rub it in. This man was ready to rub it in. I'm like, you know what? We deserve that. Because the dude's wearing the crying Joel shirt, crying Joel.
There was one guy courtside who just fell to his knees. And I'm like, yeah, same, buddy. Same. I had no words. I was just like, oh, ouch.
that was a like you're talking about the shot, right?
Yeah.
That's a bad shot. That was a bad defensive play call. Like Fred shouldn't have been in the game. It should have been Chris Boucher on ball.
But you know who drew that up though, right?
Nurse.
Doc Rivers.
Honestly, if Precious just hit one free throw, we're going into game 6.
Yo, Precious. No. Listen. If we got that tech, if Doc Rivers got that tech, I think we would have won.
Oh yeah, because he went all the way to the other side.
He went all the way past half court. That's a tech.
Things could have changed, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's my point. That's my point. Pascal needs to be that guy.
It's okay, 2019, yo. That's all I gotta say.
I got into it because there's barely any Sixer fans at the game, but I saw one outside, and we were just like chirping back and forth, just friendly shit. And then at the end, I was just like, whatever, man, we got a chip. It's like, we got a chip. I'm like, oh, what year? He's like, 1983. I'm like, oh, that's a good vintage. Order me a bottle of wine from there. He's like, all right. I was like, all right, man, have a good game. You're fine. But it was just
that's the best kind of chirping, man. That's the best kind, man. You keep it friendly, in, no fighting.
Yeah.
Just hit people with facts.
Yeah. Like you're gonna really boost the chip before you were born? Okay. All right then.
All right.
If you were not able to comprehend what that game was, then no, you can't talk about that shit. I don't care if you were 2-1, 3, like no.
You're 3. I'll give you if you're cognizant of like life and everything. Maybe. I won't give it to you fully, but I'll be like, all right, you've experienced it, I guess. You grew up with chips.
you were there, yeah.
Yeah, you knew nothing but chips at the time. Oh, they don't do this every year? Oh, oops.
So obviously we're homers, and I think we're all in consensus that we want this Raps in 7. So
Sherman Hamilton, Raps in 7, yo.
Let's move into the Western Conference. Last night we saw the Warriors dispatch. They ate their food. They ate the Nuggets in 5 games.
It was a hard-fought game. Why are you saying like they ate their food?
They didn't play with their food. Like they lost the one. Said okay. We
almost lost. If it wasn't for Mike Malone fucking up the rotations, they might have won that game, man. I don't understand how you don't have a system where you get both Jokic and a really hungry Cousins on the court at the same time. Like, I don't know why they haven't planned for that whatsoever. I don't know why one had to be on for the other one to be off. Like, put one in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They dispatched Cousins a little too late in that series. Like, he didn't get his shit going until like game 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucked because, like, I always wondered that, man, if the team actually gives Cousins a shot to be like a second or third option at least, I think he could still put up a 20 and 10 like every night.
20 and 10, but he gave you like 17 and 10 for sure.
17 and 10. It's just like 10. He's just relegated to this, like, okay, you're the end of thing. I actually tweeted, like, I think it was game 3. I'm like, I saw Cousins get like 3 fouls in like 2 minutes. I'm like, so this man's really just 6 fouls now. Like, he's just like 6 fouls. And then I saw what he did last. I'm like, he's hitting the threes. He's backing guys up. He's taking them to the net. He's setting people up. I'm like, bro, like, I feel like he just needs somebody to be like, okay, we'll put you, like, we'll draw plays up for you. We'll actually give you a shot. And like, I hope he gets a next team next year. After that, hopefully that was like a kind of like a performance that some team will be like, I feel like there's something still here and maybe we could use you. I don't know, but that's just me. What do you guys, Dex, any takes on this series? Like, I know there wasn't really much aside from Jokic.
Yeah.
Poole left him, but
Poole played.
People are all over Poole right now, but I don't know, man. Just like Joker was up against it. Like it's tough, man. Like Draymond Green, all-star. Klay Thompson, all-star. Steph Curry, all-star. Andrew Wiggins, all-star. Like, and Jordan Poole, supposedly, whatever, most improved. But like, he went up against it, man. And like, there's nothing much you can do. People say, oh, it's MVP time. You're supposed to win MVP time. This guy went 30, 20, 10. Like, this guy was putting up numbers. Like, there's nothing you could do. And then everyone says, oh, Michael Jordan could do it. Like, bro, Jokic has no one around him. He literally has his like best players injured. Like, and your second best player is Jeff Green. Like, I'm sorry, you're not. Like, shout out to Jokic. I hope he's MVP. He should take that away from Embiid. And man, like, the Warriors are scary though. The Warriors are very scary. They have the 2 best shooters ever. Klay is obviously number 1. Steph is number 2. And I'll live and die by that. But yeah, like it's scary, man. Like, who are they supposed to play next?
They will face the winners of Memphis and Minnesota, which is actually our next topic.
I gotta give love to Draymond Green. That team is night and day difference defensively with that guy on the court. Like, there was one play where he was guarding up Jokic, and he just it might have been Cousins, but he just ate that like back down. I was like, God damn, this nigga's scary. He's like 6'4" with 7'9" wingspan and just a defensive, like, yeah, he's very good. And him on that team really changes them, gives them a dynamic kind of look to them. And he pulled a Ben Simmons, but ain't nobody say anything because, you know, he's giving it to players who can hit that 3. But so if there was a destination for Ben Simmons, it really is the Warriors, man.
Draymond, you know, he gets shit on a lot, but you could see when the Warriors miss him throughout the season when he's injured. It's like they just don't flow well. Steph can't get into his shots. Like Draymond knows that team inside and out. Like he knows where people are. He knows where to give them the ball. Like it's just it's nuts. Like he needs respect on another level. Could he do this on other teams? That's the always thing I get.
I think he can.
If he didn't have
he
Steph,
can.
could he do this? It's like, yeah. If the coach and him are like in unison, Draymond is the guy who's going to deploy everything to everybody. Like he's literally the extension of your coach.
Like he's Scottie Barnes. He's like he's out there. He makes everyone play better on offensive end and on the defensive end. He's calling things out. He's calling out screens. He's calling out switches. He's telling you where to go. He's holding the ball. He's conducting traffic.
Yep.
And occasionally he'll hit that wide open three that you give him because you disrespected him. So.
Exactly. And he'll also miss that wide open layup.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Or pass off Otto Porter's head.
Yeah, right off.
Yeah, he did pull a Ben Simmons for a minute. He had a dunk and passed it off. I was like, damn, that's literally Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons got crucified for it. But it's like Draymond's getting the pass because, like,
he doesn't play in Philly. Fucking Philly fans are insane, man. Crazy.
Shout outs to Draymond, and he showed mad respect to Jokic, like at the end of the series. So I appreciate that.
Because I think Draymond's ready to go, man. He's buddying with everybody in the league. LeBron James, 100%. Guy's like, yo, where y'all need me? Where y'all need me?
100%, he's doing that shit. But I like it. Okay, this matchup actually, to be honest, was actually my favorite because the way that the Wolves match up with Memphis was interesting. Like people thought, yeah, Memphis is going to win this for sure, but it's not really like a guarantee. I still am taking Memphis to win the whole series, but I feel like this could go 7. The way that the Wolves came into this series was hilarious. If you guys remember, it was the play-in tournament.
This guy threw his jersey.
They were doing the Kobe Dwayne, Anthony Edwards and Pat Bev were doing the Kobe Dwayne Wade, jumping on the announcers table, throwing their jerseys, celebrating like they just won the chip. There's the image of Pat Bev crying, and people on Twitter just like they destroyed them for it. But I didn't hate it, man.
I hated that. That's weak. I don't know why Raptor fans are talking shit. I'm like, nigga, do you not remember our entire history? Like, we would lose our shit to just get extra basketball. Why are you like hating on these people enjoying something after a long ass drought? And I think what's his name made a good point. JJ Redick was talking about that. He's like, what are you guys talking about? Like that it made no sense to shit on these guys for changing the culture of that franchise in the 15-year drought or something like that. Come on, that's great.
Nah, is it? I don't think it's 15 years because they went to the playoffs with Jimmy, right?
I don't even think so. No.
Yeah, they went to the playoffs with Jimmy.
Oh, wait, actually, no, he might be right.
They won one game. Yeah.
It's been a long time, I think.
What's it?
Hold on.
Yeah, bet.
No.
Yeah.
I know it's been a minute. That's all I can remember.
2018, 2017.
Oh,
shit, it was. Okay, that ended the 14-year drought. Okay.
That ended the 14-year. But still, they haven't done shit. And even that year, they didn't do shit.
But that's the play-in. I don't know, man. Like, this energy that, like, I don't know if Pat Bev is in Karl Anthony Towns' ear because Cat wasn't talking all this junk before, man. And now he is. Like, what are you talking about? You're the best big 3-point shooter. You're saying all this stuff. Like, oh, you're in Minnesota now. Get the rascal out of here. You make me too.
Can you imagine?
This guy's making me mad, man. Like
somebody in Jaws.
Listen. I'm gonna give Ant-Man. He on a different team. I would love you, but since you're on Minnesota, I kind of hate you.
Wow, you
because man, Ant-Man wants that smoke. He should be on the Grizzlies the way he talks, man. And like, I want to move on to the Grizzlies because Ja Morant is my favorite player right now. Like,
Ja Rule Morant.
It's Westbrook and then Ja Rule Morant, man. And I've been boosting this guy. I saw jaw dropping, like all this jaw stuff. And he wants that smoke, man. Like, I love it. I love people who keep that same energy, whether they're down or like, except for Pat Bev, because like, I don't know, he doesn't back it up. The thing is, Ja backs it up, man. And
no, Pat Bev does back it up. He does. He does back it up.
Ja hit that. He hit a big 3. He got the big dunk. Like, he has playoff highlights now, and he had some in the play-in. He had that game against the Warriors, and then now he has some highlights against the Wolves, and they're running it back. Warriors, Grizzlies, man, and it's gonna be a good series. Like I'm picking Grizzlies. It could go 7, but man, like I love and Desmond Bane, man. Like I'm sure he's getting his shine right now, but man, he's impressive, man, and good looking guy, great looking guy.
Good looking guy.
Beautiful man. Soft features. Talk about basketball sometimes.
We gotta think about the battle of the dads. I don't think we've ever seen it.
Yo, Usher versus
it's all love, man. I love it. I'm loving it for this next generation of fathers to come out there and be part of their kids' like basketball careers and live vicariously through them. I'm here for it, man. That's so great. Put the smile on my face. Yeah. I love these kids. I'm like, make it to the league. Yo, I want to hang out with Usher. I want to sit courtside with Usher, dog. Hurry up.
The moment I saw him looking like Usher, I'm like, they're definitely bringing Usher to the game.
Yeah. They did the lookalike.
Got the U chain, yo.
And at the end of the last game, did you guys see like the party that they had on the court? And like, is whoop that trick like a minute? Is that a Memphis thing now?
Memphis thing, yeah.
I didn't.
Grind there.
Whoop that trick. Get him.
Yeah, okay. I like it. I like their team. I like their team.
Is that the one that won a Grammy? No, that's not the one that won a Grammy.
That's a different one.
Hard out
here. Yeah. But no, I like Memphis. Memphis has a really good like core identity of just like grit, grind, all that stuff from the years from Zach Randolph and now with John Morant. Like I always feel like I don't know if you guys feel this way too, but like I have a little affinity for them.
Vancouver.
It's Vancouver.
It's Vancouver Grizzlies.
If they ever win, I'm gonna be like Canadians won.
That was it.
Yo. My BC brethren won this chip.
What you know about Brian Reeves, yo? I've been out here, yo. Sharif, dog.
And when they wear those jerseys, the jersey actually says Vancouver.
It says Vancouver.
Oh,
if someone on this internet can hook me up with that jersey, I'll be your friend for life.
Oh, I will order that. I will bring that from Memphis. I would buy that next time. And I don't know if you guys saw the video. They love Toronto. And apparently they're taking their time to I think Dylan Brooks brought them to dinner.
Where they go? Oh, Marvel or something like that.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, bro, the heck won't even talk about it. Like,
yo, we can't talk about the rest. Yo, what they do out there.
So Dylan Brooks, all these guys. If you guys ever want
to Brandon Clark, man. Brandon Clark came out.
Yeah, Canadians. Somebody was talking about Dylan Brooks having like so much confidence and overhyped confidence. He's like, "Yeah, man, that's a Toronto dog." I'm like, "No, that's a Mississauga motherfucker, right there. It's overly confident, barks loud." I'm like, "That's the."
I love it though.
There.
I love
that's
it.
That 905 right there.
I love it.
Peel region.
So yeah, I'll go because I'm not a gambler, but like I've been betting during these playoffs because Canada, you can now legally put some money on.
Yo,
so I've been
drink.
My parlay.
Yeah, you made some money, right?
Parlay.
My parlays are hitting, and my parlays are hitting on the Raptors. My parlays are hitting on the Mavs, and my parlays are hitting on Memphis. So anytime those guys play, I win. So I'm
Joe, I need you to score first, yo.
I need to end this.
10 grand down. 10 grand. Let's go.
No. My bets are small. My bets are like $5 or $10, but I win like 200 or 300. So it works out.
Word.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yo, that's dope.
Parlays are nice. Score bet sponsored.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, sports bet 360. Bet 360. 365.
Yeah, I saw Cabby at a game, and I don't know why I was like, this guy's not gonna remember me. And I was just like, hey, what's up, man? And then he's looking at me like whatever, and he's like, oh yeah. And I was like,
you don't remember you.
Like, I see 300 you do it,
dude. You see so many people. He's like, did you bet today? And I'm like, no, man, I didn't bet. Anyway, take care.
Did you bet today? I love that. All that man's thinking about. But he probably makes better money. All right. The next of it, Jazz and Mavericks. Again, actually, there is a lot here. Man. There's a lot going on here.
Donovan, what's going on?
He's not that dude. You're not that guy. Not that guy.
He needs Chris Paul, yo.
Oh, now it's Chris Paul. Oh.
Yeah.
He needs Chris Paul.
Top 5 point guard.
Yeah, he's got defensive player of the year on his team. He should do something. If only Chris Paul or Devin Booker had the defensive player of the year. Only.
So to be honest, after Rudy did the whole patient number one, touch up the mics, and basically end the world 2 years ago, I felt like Donovan was pissed. They had their blow up, right? Like they had to like be contained into like one room and like talk and like, you know, they worked it out. I can't remember what it was over. Maybe it was there like little argument over COVID or something else? I can't remember, but
It's impossible to.
Ever since then, Donovan and Rudy, to be honest, I feel like they did not like each other as much. They'll play and they'll, you know, put up the front that they're good.
He never passes to him.
Exactly. Donovan does not know how to use a 7. How tall is he?
7'1", like a 7'6" wingspan. And you don't want to give to that cheat code in the damn block?
It's a freaking alley-oop every time.
Every time.
That's how they won game 4? Game 3 or 4? Like,
you should watch Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton highlights so he can learn.
You don't pass to him. Yeah, what you talking about?
Early and often, pick and roll, pick and pop. They do it all, baby.
Meanwhile, you have Luka on the other side, and he's making Dwight Powell look like like,
yo, if you guys had Rudy Gobert,
so
That's
that's the agenda that's on Mavs Twitter. Mavs Twitter wants Rudy Gobert. They're hoping that Rudy does not hate Luka by the end of this series, which I think he will. But
beat a team, you should take one player from the team that they don't want.
want
should be a rule.
We take that Rudy card. But yeah, like, man, like this series, first off, Luka was gone for the first 2. Jalen Brunson is getting paid.
Get that bag. Get that bag.
Can you guys pay him though?
And that's why I'm upset, because it's like, okay, we went all in on, we didn't go all in on Spencer. We didn't know what Dinwiddie was going to be until he came and showed us. But we can't keep, can't keep both. So it's like, who do you go with? I love Dinwiddie and Luka, but I also love Luka and Brunson. So it's like Mark Cuban, the billionaire, needs to spend money. Like he hasn't spent
over the tax.
He's the cheapest. He's the cheapest. He's the cheapest owner now. I'm
not paying over luxury for Dinwiddie. Like that's not.
You're paying for the whole squad. You're paying for the whole squad. You're paying for a championship run.
You're paying.
I'd rather pay a little bit more extra, or a little extra money for a good chance to win a chip. And you make that back and take it to the playoffs.
I'm putting it into Gobert. I'm not putting it into.
Oh yeah.
I gotta pick.
I don't think you have the opportunity.
Brunson.
Aren't you guys? Aren't the books kind of like cooked for the Jazz? You would know more than this.
Isn't Hardaway taking like a bunch of like, and then they just paid Dodo or whatever?
But here's the thing: I think we could still get Rudy by trading those pieces away. So it's like we would pay these guys to stay now, but then to get Rudy or to get one of these guys, we would trade a couple pieces away.
Yeah,
like a sign and trade type deal. So, man, I think they got to pay both guys. I feel like they have to do it.
You need Brunson. You need Brunson.
Like, and
that boy, he's a fighter.
This whole talk about him going to New York pisses me off. But
Luka's that dude. Luka is that.
You're convinced now.
Luka's that dude. No, I was convinced a while ago. Yo, didn't you see him and Kobe have that moment on the sideline?
Product
of Kobe.
Everything comes back to Kobe.
Kobe knows everything.
But like, he was talking to him in Croatia or whatever his language is.
He's just like this guy that like you'll ask him like the randomest question and he'll know the answer to. Like he just knows everything. It's like Spanish, Slovenian, like probably could speak French. Like, he does everything. Like I just never understood. Like
this is a thought I was thinking. Like if Kobe were still alive, who would benefit the most in the NBA? And I honestly think it would be Luka. I think Luka is literally that guy. I think if Kobe gave him that mentality of that Mamba mentality, I think Luka could go so far.
They did have a good connection. It was like 2 weeks before the thing. It was the Mavs and Lakers, and he was taking photo ops with Gigi, taking photo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
their relationship was starting to develop.
But Luka's he's up there with one of my favorite players to watch, man. Like, just man, it is Luka magic. This guy throws up shots. He throws up layups, like, and people are hitting him. And man, it's so nasty. Like Luka's that dude.
The Mavs will go as far as if he has teammates who are hitting shots. Like when the Mavs hit shots, they're unbeatable. The only team I could see beating them is like a Boston, a Miami, like
Golden State,
Golden State.
Milwaukee. Just name
A couple teams.
Name everyone.
You
Raptors.
guys are naming defensive teams, right? Like if you put the Mavs up against a team that's really not known for defense, and the Mavs are hitting the shots.
Say Brooklyn. I dare you.
Oh, the Mavs would have beat Brooklyn.
Say Brooklyn. I dare you.
How happy are you that you don't have to play the Clippers anymore? This is good, right?
I actually wanted them to beat the Clippers. I felt like they could have done it, but bro, KP is literally the reason why they didn't mention it.
Well, now it's KP's fault.
Oh, and Ricardo. It was KP.
KP top 5 big man.
Jason Kidd needs credit. I will give Jason
on the Wizards, maybe.
All the credit.
Maybe.
Jason Kidd's dope. Jason Kidd is dope. Like what he was doing back in the day, not so dope. But on the court, if you're looking at basketball,
he unleashed Giannis. You know, no one gives him credit for that.
People hate on him. People were like, "Yo,
remember he beat us? Yeah. Remember he beat us with Brooklyn?
Oh, fuck Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Fuck Brooklyn. But yeah, I got obviously the Mavs ending it tonight, and yeah, let's share the wealth, Utah. Get the Mormons out of here. Let's get Jordan Clarkson on another team. Let's get Bogdanovich on another team. Let's get
I'm surprised they got rid of Jingles. That was interesting.
Yeah.
They're gonna
I just want
the
Chaz spread throughout the league.
And free Jordan Clarkson, yo.
I have an idea. Let's move Utah Jazz out of Utah because no one wants to live in a dry ass town like Salt Lake City with BYU fucking students. Let's move it to Seattle. Let's take Sacramento out. Let's move that to Las Vegas. Yeah. We gotta free these. Like some of these teams or cities should not have NBA teams. Can we be honest? I mean, you should do a whole episode on that.
Yeah,
I think Sacramento and Utah need to get out of here. And San Antonio love their team.
That's gonna be our offseason. No, San Antonio can keep. It's the history.
They love them. They love them.
And Dallas needs a rival. So, okay. So I think we're all in consensus here. Blow the Jazz up. Luke is the man. We'll see how far the Mavs can go. Like ceiling wise, the Mavs would next face the Suns with Devin Booker possibly returning.
He's playing tonight.
Oh, Devin Booker's back. Oh shit, yeah, I just saw the alert too. Devin Booker is back for Game 6. So, but like with Chris Paul kind of run down, Devin Booker's slightly injured. Lucas kind of slightly injured too. But
I want the Jazz
they're gonna swarm you.
No, I want the Jazz to win so I could finally see Devin Booker versus Donovan Mitchell. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm selfish. I need to see it.
I'm not gonna lie. That's what we were wrong.
This might be my last chance.
Mitchell.
I'm so happy that turned out the way it did. That was good. That made me,
I can admit when I'm wrong. Mitchell ain't.
The world saw him as a fraud the way I see him. I'm this nigga's shooting too much. He's shooting too much for my liking.
Mitchell ain't
putting up 40 shots a game, hitting 10 of them.
And
so good.
Didn't Shaq or somebody say Mitchell ain't that guy?
Chris Paul. It's all Chris Paul.
Chris Paul did?
No, it's all Chris Paul, Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
It's all Chris Paul.
Pels and Suns. Pretty, surprising matchup because one, Devin Booker goes down. Two, the Pelicans look like their future is just mad bright. We have not a star, but I feel like in playoffs you always get that like one or two guys that like, oh shit, this guy's gonna be nice. Like in the bubble, it was for the Miami. Who was it again? It was Tyler Hero in the bubble.
Oh, Tyler Hero.
So now the Pels, you got Grand Theft Alvarado. He is the guy that has come.
I've never heard that.
Grand Theft Alvarado.
That's the nickname.
I've heard that.
Grand Theft
I like
Alvarado.
That's better than Grand Theft Rondo. I like that.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Alvarado. I remember in the season.
I like his little move. He just waits in the corner and then sneaks up and steals the ball.
I love that.
That's a pest.
That's good. That's just good defense.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to use everything around you.
100%. I love it. I love doing a check where you go, yo, pass. just checking to see if someone's paying attention,
Right?
All the tricks in the tray.
Locking down Chris Paul. How many times have you ever seen somebody get multiple backcourt violations? Like
back-to-back backcourt violations.
Court violations.
I'm Chris Paul, the guy who carries Devin Booker. It's crazy.
That's defense. Like I like this guy.
Yeah.
No, honestly, this series is more about CJ McCollum. I think it shows how good CJ McCollum is, how well he could carry a team. Alan, you hate this guy, but BI, he's showing up.
He's coming on.
Listen, and a little piece of us, Valanciunas, as long as he gets double, man, Valanciunas, I love Valanciunas. I love me some JV. But yeah, BI and CJ McCollum, that's a scary duo. And we talked about this off camera, but Zion, man, like there's a Zion factor. If Zion could come back and because last year he had a career year. He had like a very good year. He was shooting like 60% or like 70% from the field. Like he was having a great year. And if you throw that in, man, like they're a scary team in the future. As long as Zion can get his weight down and like everyone stays on the same page, man, like shout out Willie Green. He's they're a good team, man.
They're a good team. I think Brandon Ingram's Donovan Mitchell, but just taller. Just one of those guys.
We were wrong about that one.
You know, B- where it's like, that's good, but you know you could do a lot better, right? That's Brandon Ingram. But yeah, no, it's a very interesting series. I'm happy for the Pelicans because like no one thought they'd be here. Shout out to the play-in. Shout out to incentive like that to keep players like motivated and excited the entire way through it. And yeah, they got 2 on the Suns. That's great. That's real great. And then Jose Alvarado is a pest on defense. I love the way he plays, real intense. I love how he gets disrespected, then he shows up immediately and goes like, "Don't disrespect me, learn my name. I can shoot." You know. Over for the Suns, yeah, injuries are kind of taking a toll for them, but yeah, if they can finish this off in 6, I think that's it's a good way of kind of ending their kind of end of season kind of playing. But yeah, and also big news: Jay Crowder needs 11 more points to pass Anthony Davis on all-time playoff.
Yo, my boy Jay Crowder, the ultimate
points.
glue guy.
11 points. He did it in half the games, but it's still
Jay Crowder, dog.
So I can't hate that.
He's a factor.
Nothing's been the same since he's salsa. Nothing's been the same.
No. So I think this is going 7 because I think the Pelicans have like one of the best arenas in the league. They call it the Blender, and the fans in there are nuts. Because if you guys remember, like in mid-season, it was, I think, who was it? ESPN guy, Kendrick Perkins was coming out saying that Zion needs to leave. They can't keep superstars, and the Pelicans need to relocate. And it pissed the entire city off. And they came in Twitter Spaces. They were like, "Nah, this ain't happening." That they pull off the trade to get CJ, and now they load that arena up. Like they do not want to relocate. They do not want to move. And
I have never met a Pelicans fan in my entire life.
They're on Twitter. They're actually on Twitter. I never met a Jazz fan. Actually, no, I met Jazz fans.
I've met Jazz fans. They're so annoying.
But
they'll call you a nigger, hard R. But your team's mostly black. I don't care.
But the fans are actually watch tonight. Actually, I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow. But
if you're a Pelicans fan, you're a true fan. Like
you're a true fan.
Like you're a real fan. Yeah. Like you can't say, "Oh, I like them when Chris Paul Hornet." Like, you're a true fan. Like you like Tyson Chandler. Like he's one of your favorite players. Like you have a picture with him. David West,
skinny legs.
It is tonight. All 3 game 6s are tonight, and I'm excited because all 3 are going to be must watch, just for different reasons. But I still think it's going 7 because I feel like that city in that arena is going to be loud as hell. And if CJ can get to his spots, get his shots, if BI continues this trend of going upwards, I don't know if Devin Booker's 100%. So, but maybe fact that he's on the floor means something. So
we're talking about Pelicans, man. We got to give some love to Chris Paul, man. When he gets it in his spot, man, that mid-range, he's one of the best mid-range like I've ever seen.
Automatic.
Like he gets to his spot, that fadeaway, it's a wrap. Like on anybody. And Ayton better get paid. Mikal Bridges, shout out to you. You should have been Depoy. Man, it's a team effort. And Jay Crowder, ultimate glue guy.
Yeah. Campaign too. The whole squad is like ready to go.
Squad is nice. Like I remember people saying that last year was a fluke just because like the whole Laker injury thing. I'm like, I don't think it was a fluke. I think this is a legit team. And you know what? It sucks that Devin Booker got injured. Maybe this would have been done a little quicker, but
Nah, he's not that guy.
Let
You're
us
talking about your boy on the Jazz.
Yo, if Jazz make it and Suns lose in
They
7,
making it. Let's go, Luka.
I'm
Let's go,
living.
Luka.
Yo, don't give me a platform, eh? Do not give me a platform. If the Jazz win and Suns are out, do not give me a platform. You hear me?
Nah, man. My boy Luka, Magic's gonna end that. Let's go, Luka.
and if it goes back to Dallas, the Jazz will die in Dallas for sure. What are you guys looking forward to this week? It could be games, anything. Actually, Alan, I think I'm coming to your show tomorrow night.
Hey.
You have this
Yo, this guy doesn't even shit.
Trinidad or
Yeah. Roast battle.
I think I'm going to the
I gotta
roast.
write that tonight.
Bro, this guy procrastinated.
I got tickets to Yuck Yuck, so I think I'm
Okay. It should be fun.
But yeah, what are you guys looking forward to this week?
If we're counting next week Wednesday, Moon Knight. I need to see how that ends, guys.
Yo, Moon Knight, dog. Yo, if I'm not here next week, May 5th, dog. Cinco de Mayo, Doctor Strange.
Oh, is this Doctor Strange on the 5th?
Man, I gotta see this.
Ooh, yeah.
So yeah, that's coming out. We got it. Yo, Moon Knight. I don't know what's happening, but
have you watched it?
He knows what's happening. Yeah,
it's
just all up in the air, yo.
It's like question mark.
Yo, how about you, Ryan? Are you on Big Brother yet?
I'm not on Big Brother. Big Brother Canada's done, so sorry guys. Gotta wait.
Yo, I met Arissa Cox.
She's cool. I like Arissa.
Yeah, she's nice.
She's awesome. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was hating on Arissa at first. I'm like, yo, she ain't Julie Chen. Nobody can.
Oh, you hear that?
Down.
You ain't.
Arissa Cox. She's dope.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
Doing that 20+ years. I don't know what I've been watching. I've been behind on a lot of TV and shit. I've been watching Snowfall. I'm like on episode 3 or 4. Atlanta is interesting this year. I'm
behind Atlanta. Winning Time. I'm behind on that as well.
I started
with 2 episodes behind.
But yo, Winning Time is it's BS. You can tell it's BS.
Yo, I heard it's mad BS.
Jerry West
is like, I'm so mad that they portrayed me as a mad guy. I'm gonna sue them. I'm like, nigga, you're just. I'm starting to believe this character.
I saw
it before,
and I'm like, yo, he's probably just mad because like he did have that beef with the Lakers for a bit. But then I actually watched the show for the first 3 episodes. I'm like, damn, they make him look like
mad beef.
Yeah, he's mad. But then now he's mad in real life, so it's like I believe the show now.
Yo, he's big mad right now. He's big mad.
Oh, but bro, they make him look pathetic. They make him look like a has-been druggy, like, like crying to himself. Like they made him look horrible.
Yeah. Like, change the logo. Hashtag change the logo.
Yeah.
Pat Riley looked like a bum in the beginning too. They make him look like his wife makes fun of him, just calls him a bitch to his face, and it's like, yo, you're a has-been.
But no one's getting like off free. I feel like maybe Ginny Bus, but that's about it.
Oh, no, Magic looking amazing.
Yeah.
Magic's man. The
Cream looks like an asshole.
The main bus looks like a man too. Like, what's his? I can't remember his first name. I don't know.
Norm Nixon.
The one who signed Magic, like the one who bought the Lakers.
Jim Buss.
Dr. Buss.
Yeah, like he comes out like a god. Like nobody believed in him.
Jim Buss is a god.
Yeah, but he's
Jim
also
Buss is a god.
Yeah,
he's still like sexing and doing all this messed up stuff, and not being a good father and stuff like that. So
and it's kind of
my mic not work. Jim Buss is a god.
Hold on.
It's kind of cool to see young Jeannie, but like some of the interactions, like that definitely did not happen. Like she was not talking like that.
Yeah, it's based on like someone's book, right? So it's all hearsay and
a lot of BS, but like, it's enjoyable BS.
Yeah, it's good TV. Good TV. Shout out to Adam McKay.
But I know why Jerry's mad, and Kareem's mad too. Kareem's
mad.
Cool.
Kareem looks like a punk. Like he's just
yeah. So
which maybe he is. Who knows?
I know why they mad.
We weren't there.
Anything else from you guys?
No. Also,
I'm watching Cheer on Netflix. Yo, cheer on Netflix. Yo, shout out
Oh,
Gabby Butler, Lexi.
Navarro cheer?
Yo, Navarro. Shout out to Trinity.
Yeah,
Trinity Valley TV. Let's go. NC.
Where could you
I don't even know, man. I also have Celtics thing series is going to be good. So
Milwaukee.
Celtics Heat. Oh, Milwaukee. Sorry, yeah, Celtics Milwaukee.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna be
no, I
fun.
think that's gonna be the best second round matchup. Like that.
Top five.
Should
Top
have
five.
been the Eastern Conference Final, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
That's a true one. But yeah, you can find me at the Alan Shane on Twitter, Alan Shane on Instagram, Shoeless Lewis on Twitch and TikTok, and watch Great Canadian Baking Show and all that good stuff.
Available on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
And CBC Gem.
On Netflix.
Yeah.
Ryan, play my mother hard on music.
You say they're gonna get you like new.
Nah, I'm sticking with it. I can't go back.
You sure?
That's living my Dex life. Don't forget the G Triple OG on the IG, TikTok, Twitter, and Top Shot. Send me your highlights.
It is a
Them
low league.
NFTs going up on a Tuesday.
You know it's Thursday. That's at RA Henry on Instagram and Twitter. Premium on Snapchat. You got to pay for this.
Yeah.
And you can find everything we do at Below the Hardwood on Instagram, at BTH on NBA on Twitter. Google Below the Hardwood, Spotify, Apple, Google, Podcast, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. We're everywhere podcasts can be consumed.
And subscribe to Press wherever you are. Like it, follow it.
wearepress.net for all the episodes and other great articles that we've had on the website for over 5 years now. I'm pretty sure it's like 4 or 5 years now. Just great basketball content, stories, videos, podcasts, and maybe you'll see a video Below the Hardwood once again. Who knows?
What? Go on our YouTube. Go check out that Jeremy Lin.
Yo, back to fiction or something like that. What was it?
Sideline
Conversations. Yo,
we out. Enjoy Game 6.
Jeremy Lin, a champion.
There you go. Ryan Antonio Henry on Big Brother.
Braxton.
Ryan Antonio, Big Brother.
What's up? Fucking kill out.
Right. Are you still watching wrestling, yo?
On and off.
Yeah.
Nikita Leon. She's so fit.
More than
so
I check.
fit.
Do you like Belair or whatever her name is? What's that girl's name?
Oh, Bianca Belair.
Yeah, you like her?
She's sick. She's dope. She's the greatest black
Apparently.
champion.
Yo, see, that's what I've been hearing, but like I heard people are overrating her. Yeah.
She's not over it. She's actually, man, she's more athletic than some of the dudes. Like
Everyone says need to chill on her. Yeah.
No, she's not. She's dope. I don't like if you're talking about like black woman in WWE, she's probably number one. And then there's like Jazz and Jacqueline, Sasha Banks. But like, I put Belair.
Sasha Banks. Yeah, I heard Sasha Banks.
Sounds like a porn star.
Yo, Sasha.